Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today's video we're going to talk about 10 low content, low competition, high demand keywords that I would like to discuss with you in today's video in order to inspire you, in order to motivate you, in order to help you in the right direction step by step on pursuing the right keywords to create low content KDP books for Amazon. Now, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We do daily videos talking about different passive income streams, including making money writing on Vocal, Media, Medium, as well as selling print on demand products on Redbubble and Etsy, and on KDP as well, which we cover intensively. We cover KDP keywords that are low competition and high demand. We cover other strategies that I have implemented myself in order to help me grow on KDP and sharing my experience. So please go ahead and subscribe, as well as click on the bell icon in order to be notified on all our new videos. Now, the one and only tool that I use apart from Canva Premium is Creative Fabrica. Creative Fabrica gives you everything that you need to get started, including graphics, fonts, the KDP interiors as well, which needs some slight changes on your behalf in order to create KDP content easily and effortlessly. And they currently have a special going on for this month. It's $1 for a full month that allows you full subscription in order to join Creative Fabrica. So if you want to check that out, there'll be a link in the description box below. Let's get started on the first keyword for the day. The first keyword for the day is self-love journal for teen girls. Self-love journal for teen girls currently has a keyword niche score of 41 and a total results of 1,578. And it's a really great keyword because it actually expands on other keywords as well, which you can see. Now here I have the Amazon suggestion expander, which really does help because it allows you to see other keywords that are ranking quite well for this keyword and allows you to experiment and allow you to do your research effortlessly. Now, there are other keywords that we would like to embark on, but for the sake of this video, I feel like this is a great keyword to help you get started in that niche. And with a keyword niche score of 41, that's actually quite excellent because it really helps to make that stepping stone in order for you to create niches under this. And this niche can be expanded to everything from meditation, mindfulness, health and wellness, as well longevity. So you can go ahead, download the Amazon extension, the Amazon Suggestion Expander Pro, which is actually quite free, and I will include the link to that in the description box below. And you can be able to see all these other keywords under this niche. Now, for the sake of this video, for each keyword that we intend to discuss, for all the 10 keywords, I will go ahead and select 1 or 2 books as examples, preferably best-selling books, so we can see the interior and have a look at what is there. Let's have a look at what is there, and we'll focus on books that are sold by Amazon. They have this logo right here, and that will help us see what kind of books are selling and ranking quite well. For example, this one here has a BSR of 2,329, and it is a KDP run book sold by Amazon. So we'll go ahead, open that up. We'll give you a couple of tips to get started on, and let's also see what other things there are as this book opens up. So waiting for the book to open up, and then we'll go ahead and look at the title, because the title is a really good indication to help you see what other keywords you can search for under this niche, and that will help you to understand what kind of keywords you might want to include in the 7 keyword slots as you are uploading your book. So right here we've got self-love journal for teen girls, which is the exact keyword that this book is ranking for and our keyword for the day. Also, there's prompts and practices to help inspire confidence and celebrate you. And this book is selling for $11.69, and we also want to have a look at how many pages there are. 150 pages, so just so we can get an idea on what kind of books and what kind of interior we're aiming for in order to rank really well. And it's interior sized at 6 times 8.75 inches. I usually go for 6 by 9 inches or 8.5 times 11 inches, especially the 8.5 times 11 with books such as these ones, journal based for teens as well. If you really want to make a preferably a large print, which is 8.5 times 11, and this will allow for a lot of space to write, draw, doodle, and include in the blank sections, just in case they want to sketch or doodle anything on their way. So we'll have a look at the look inside feature just to see what this book is covering on, because it does feature some prompts in there. So a really cute cover, as you can see here, and the second page is simply a writing of the title of the page. Then we have some images right here, and clearly this is why the book is selling for $11.69. It's because it is a color interior, and a color interior costs much more higher than a normal black and white interior. So this author has decided to make a complete color interior, and it has paid off. So we've got This Journal Belongs To, and we also have some inspirational quotes by celebrities. Also, when it comes to the contents as well, it's made really cute, because remember, you are targeting teens and teen girls as well. So you want to be colorful, you want to be fancy, you want to be careful with what you include as well. An introduction. So this is not a super low content book, it's more of the high side, but still, we still want to have a look at it to see if there's anything that we can get as inspiration to include in our book. So here it's just divided into different sections and parts as well. Preferably, if I was aiming to do this as a low content book, I would do a prompt journal. So in the case of each page, or each 2-3 pages, is dedicated to a prompt on self-love, on caring for oneself, preferably to help them to get started. You can find a lot of ideas on Creative Fabrica, a lot of different ideas also on BookBolt and on Tangent templates, which help to develop different prompts in that self-love niche right there. So apart from that, you do want to have a look at the description, and I really like a description that incorporates all the elements that really help to get to make it easier for the customer to see, including the use of bold, the use of the bullet points, also some emojis as well if that's acceptable, anything to help make the reading the description easier and better. Also, if you want to mention to have a look at the interior of the page, because some people just aim to buy that book and don't look at the interior, and then in the end they are disappointed because they do not know what the book looks like before purchasing. So this book is ranking under 3 categories: under teen and young adult languages arts book, teen and young adult social issues, and a children's book. This really helps for you to understand where to rank your book when it comes to selecting the specific categories as part of your uploading process. So also, let's have a look at the reviews as well, which is one of the most important elements you want to have a look at when establishing whether you know, what kind of things you want to include in your interior as part of the niche, because it does give you a lot of good indications on whether people are have been happy with the book, what are the different complaints as well. So this book seems to be great when it comes to the interior and when it comes to the reviews as well. So there's also other books that you might want to have a look at to seek inspiration. Let's head over to the second keyword for the day. The second keyword for the day is 12-week growth mindset journal, and it currently has a keyword niche score of 47 and a total results of 133. So the competition for this one is super low, and I highly advise you to get started on this niche. Create a book or two. Maybe you want to create a book for 12-week growth mindset journal for men, for women, for teens, for teen girls, for teen boys, for kids. There's so much things that you can create under this keyword, and because the total results are quite low, there's a lot of potential. And whenever it comes to a self-love or a self-reflection journal, or a positive thinking or a gratitude journal, anything that has a timeline to it, for example 12 weeks, 6 weeks, 365 days, because it has that time shift or that timeline to it, it creates that extra motivation for customers to actually try, because there's this challenge associated with it. For example, in this case, there's a 12-week growth mindset journal. There will be a challenge for the customers or for the buyers to embark on this 12-week challenge in order to see results, so that's going to be that extra motivation to buy. So I always like to embark on keywords that have that timeline attached to them, that that timeline that we spoke about. So with this one, really great keyword right there. I'm gonna see what kind of books are there that are selling purely by Amazon. For example, this one's a 52-week motivational journal. Now keep in mind, this one's not directly related to our main keyword, which is the 12-week growth mindset journal, but the author has included that keyword as part of their 7 keyword slots, and this is why it is ranking under this keyword, although it is now related to 52 weeks. So although that's not clearly related, but it is showing under this keyword, we will go ahead and open that up and see what kind of things are there. Then again, another example, 52-week guided check-in journal. It's still not directly related, but because that keyword is mentioned as part of the 7 keyword slots, it is right there and you'll be able to find it. And with that, you really understand the importance of research, because although you're aiming for a specific keyword, you still need to do your thorough research of other different keywords to rank in your 7 keyword slots, and that will help your book find more exposure, more engagement, and easily be ranked in other related keywords. So we're going to open this up, see if we can have a look at the interior just to get an idea. And I'm guessing this is some sort of a prompt journal. Yes, it is. Prompt and exercises to inspire and motivate. And it's currently selling for $13.49. Let's see if it is a color interior. Just waiting for this to open. The look inside feature, and it is 170 pages, so it is a really large book in terms of its quantity, and the description seems to be very thorough and engaging as well, really easy to read. So as we are waiting for the look inside feature, let's have a look at what other things there are inside this book. So now it has opened, and it says here, prompts and exercises to inspire, motivate, and help you to achieve your goals. And it is a 52-week motivational journal. Yes, it is a color interior as suspected, and the same publisher as the one for the previous book that we had a look at. There's the whole that journal belongs to, as well as what it aims. And this is what I mean when it comes to a prompt journal. Apart from the introduction, which seems to be well written, and the motivation behind that, we get a week by week prompt question, or a prompt for example sentence to help us to get started. For example, in week 1, this is the method right here. In week 1, there's a quote, a unique quote to help us to feel motivated or to direct us for that week, and then we have a little prompt here. In this case, before we consider what goals you want to accomplish, let's look at what's frustrating you, no longer working, or not serving you. And it really asks the reader to highlight the areas of their life that feel blocked, stuck, or unfulfilling, and to write it down, because this would help them to improve their self-love and their reflection on themselves. And also some lined sheets here. Again, another prompt for each week. There seems to be 3 prompts and a little bit of a motivation right here about some tips to guide you through that week. So you don't have to be as detailed as in this book, but I would advise you just to have a look at the different ways that different books are created under this niche and embark on, because there is a lot of potential. Now when you come here, if you do download that extension, that Chrome extension, usually when you come here you will be given other keywords that you can also look at. For example, the growth mindset journal for boys 6 years as well. You'll be able to have a look at that. As we are waiting for this to load, let's go to our 3rd keyword for the day, because we have a lot of keywords that we need to talk about, so this would really help to speed things up. Our 3rd keyword for the day is charity donation logbook, and it has a keyword niche score of 44, and it has a total results of 1,021 and an average price of $6.65, which is the perfect average price for a KDP low content book. And as you can see, many of these books are ranked as bestseller under this niche, and the covers vary from a floral cover to covers that have a copy of what a page of the interior looks like, which if you have been watching me on this channel for a while now, you would know that I'm a big fan of covers that have the interior look inside straight in front of that customer to help them make the right decision on whether this book is for them or not. So we'll go ahead now and open this interior right there and see what other books are available under this niche. We'll try to get a good book that is selling quite well, if we could find one. Most of these are newly published books, but let's go ahead and open the first one and see what kind of interior there is and where it's ranking for and what are the categories it is currently ranking for. So charity donation log. This is a keyword that we'll be able to explore as well. There's also donation notebook tracker, which is another keyword. There's charity donation logbook for men and women. All these are different keywords that we are able to research later on if we intend to embark in this niche. And here we have features of the book, what it includes, and a call to action right at the end. Grab your copy now and thanks for the Paradise Publisher, which is the name of this publisher right here. Let's have a look at the look inside feature and see what elements we might be able to incorporate. And now keep in mind these interiors are available on Creative Fabrica, which at the end of the video we will go search one by one all the different interiors that are available there. Super easy, super simple to do. Here we've got the charity donation log, just simple information in the case that this book is lost, and we have a simple personal details, the log for the date, donor, description, amount, method recorded by, the address, and the notes, and it repeats itself page after page. So it's really simple, really easy to do, and I would have worked more harder on this, to be honest, but to each their own. It is a 6 x 9 inches, 120 pages, and it has recently been published in February 2022. So no reviews from customers as of yet. I would embark on this niche, really good keyword, and it is ranking quite well, and that is for charity donation logbook. Let's have a look at the fourth keyword for the day, and the fourth keyword for the day is music album review journal. It currently has a keyword niche score of 40 and a total results of 2,858 and an average price of $6.95. And let's have a look at what kind of books there are under this niche and to see what kind of books are selling as well. Now this niche does expand to other keywords as well, so keep that in mind when you do want to do your own research. For example, this keyword is ranking for this one right over there. Let's have a look to see this one. There's for example, let's have a look at this one, music album review. I'm gonna close this one because I opened it by accident, and we're gonna have a look at this one, music album review. Let's see the interior, 100 pages, and it's recently been published in December 2021. So as we are waiting for the interior to open, hopefully there is a look inside feature for this one. Unfortunately, they did not write any description, only like literally 2 lines and a couple of words for this one. So this is not a good example in this case, but the keyword is quite promising. So let's hope that the interior looks quite good. The cover looks nice, simple, basic, not too complex. And the interior is this album review journal belongs to, and there it is. Simple interior, music album review, the album, the artist, the year, the song name, notes, and the ratings. Now this one's a great one for people in that music niche, or that they're working in for example online jobs to help in reviewing different albums and they get paid for it. Let's see if this book has been ranking. No, it hasn't received ranking as of yet, because remember, it is a recently published book. About 2 months ago it's been published. Now let's have a look at the fifth keyword for the day, and the fifth keyword for the day is brain dump journal planner, and it has a keyword niche score of 43 and a total results of 2,527. Now when it comes to the total results, I usually opt for a total results of 1,000 or below, but anything that is below 3,000 would be amazing to pursue as well. So don't be too intimidated by keywords that have a higher total results, because if you put in the quality work, you make your book unique, you use the right keywords, you'll be able to rank higher, especially for the first 2 to 3 weeks of publishing the book, because you get that boost from Amazon during that time, and the average price is $7.10. Now let's have a look at this one here, and it currently has a BSR of 208,653, the BSR, and it's ranking quite well with great reviews. And also that again, the interior of the book is right there, so that will give you a good idea of what the book looks like, and it's an even better motivator. It's 100 pages, 8.5 times 11, plenty of space to write down your ideas. And it's currently selling for $6.58, so that is a good price for a logbook or a planner that is simple and that is contains repetitive pages as well. Let's see if there's a look inside feature, and it's being published in 2019. So waiting for the look inside feature to open, and we'll just explore some other elements as we are waiting for it to open. The description seems to be quite good. There's the about the author, which I don't see a need for that, but yet this book is selling quite well. So if you want to include the section about the author, then feel free to, especially if you have books that have different that are connected to a series, that are connected to, for example, book 1, book 2, book 3, then maybe having the about the author section would work well for you. So don't underestimate these small little elements, because they do make a difference. There it is, the brain dump journal. Let's have a look what's inside. This is the second page, dumping ground, whether it's worthwhile, whether it's worth pondering and not worthy. So it really does allow the customer, especially people who are having problems with overthinking, with anxiety, with multitasking as well. They really need something like that to help them jot in their ideas quickly and effortlessly. Let's see what categories this book is ranking for, and we'll have a look at the reviews as well. So it's currently ranking for time management and workplace culture. So take note of what the categories are, and to see also to give you an idea of where to select and what categories to select when you're uploading your book. This customer right here says that it's been mostly turned into a note keeper for me. I do appreciate the ability to prioritize, and I think you'd have the patience and desire, you can do this exercise easily without the book. So this is not something that on a mistake from Amazon or as a mistake from the creator. This is probably someone who has purchased the book, and even though they could see the interior cover right there in front of their face, they were still not happy, because they said it was, you know, something that they could have easily written down without the need for a book. This one's really happy with it, and also the majority, 74% of the customers ranked 5-star for this book, and the keyword is quite promising with a 43 keyword niche score. Let's head to the 6th keyword for the day, and the 6th keyword for the day is brain dump planner. Now this is the main keyword that you want to use, and it has a total results of 332 and a keyword niche score of 67, and it's a great, excellent indicator, because what it really does is it helps you to understand that this is going to be, if you tend to embark on this niche, this is going to be your main keyword. So you might want to put this down as your main title, and then use the second keyword right there, brain dump journal planner, as your subtitle, for example, or as your part of your 7 keyword slot area. because this does have quite a bigger potential, this keyword right there, the brain dump planner with a keyword niche score of 67, you definitely can't go wrong. And also this book that we just had a look at is ranking quite well for that keyword. So this is because that they've included that keyword as part of the 7 slots or as part of the subtitle as well. So different covers, as you can tell here, cover books that are related for moms, books that are for dads, books that are for kids, all to do with the brain dump niche. So I highly advise you to create a book for moms under this niche, a book for students, and a book for children as well, or for teens. Think about who would need a brain dump, who is more likely to have overthinking problems or having the need to multitask. So put yourself in your customer's position and say, if I were to buy a book like this, what kind of person would I be? What kind of things would I be looking for? Would there be a need for an introduction page? Would there be a need for a place, extra space to jot down my ideas, and extra line sheets, or basically some blank pages to help with doodling or sketching in between? So put yourself in that position of the customer and get going, get creating before this niche becomes oversaturated. So let's have a look at the 7th keyword for the day. It is debt payoff planner, and debt payoff planner is promising because it has a keyword niche score of 49 and a total results of 320, perfect under 1000, exactly what we need to get started. And it's simple, it's easy, it's basically like a logbook as well. If you look at the bestseller that's ranking for this keyword, it is a simple interior, and as we said, it's better to have that interior look inside feature straight on the cover, because that would really help in getting more clicks and in having more customers to see what is the inside of the book. So you can also, it's 110 pages, 8.5 times 11, a lot of space to write in. Let's have a look inside feature and see what other elements there are. Is it just this one main page, or is there others? As we are waiting for this to open, because it does take quite a bit of time, my apologies, we'll just be looking at other elements such as the title. Is there other keywords that are in the title that we might be able to use in our 7 keyword slots, because that can really give an indication. Another thing is that's really important as part of your research is to go into the author page as well. Just click on the author page under that title, and that'll give you some more ideas on other niches that you would potentially embark on. So here is the front cover. As we scroll down, the front cover is exactly the same as the rest of the book. It's just all repetitive pages like this. No need for an introduction, no need for a copyright or this book belongs to. And it currently has a lot of ratings, a lot of 5-star ratings. Let's see where it is ranking for. If we could just scroll up and see the categories that this book is ranking for. This book is currently ranking for 3 different categories. First of all, GIS programming, which I have absolutely no idea why this is related to programming in any way. There's also Jordan history, which absolutely does not make sense to me because it's not related to Jordan's history in any way. And then we have environmental and natural resources law, which I still don't make sense of because this is usually a financial logbook that is used by household owners, people working in that accounting, and also people that wanting to pay off their debt and having to organize that. So I'm not sure whether this author has intentionally selected these categories, or whether these categories have been manually selected by Amazon. This continues to be a mystery. But hey, we've got lovely reviews right here, customers that have actually taken the time to write super long reviews about this book, and they're super happy with this. This person says, I love this book for tracking my credit cards and debts. I'm not an Excel spreadsheet user. This one says, makes debts management easier to control. Get this one to list all your credit debts. Lots and lots and lots of happy customers, and this is what we're all aiming for. for every single KDP book there is. Let's have a look at the 8th keyword for the day, and the 8th keyword for the day is accounting ledger book for small businesses 2022, and it has a current niche keyword score of 53, total results of 645, and also an average price of 13.59, and this is mostly a logbook to do with the accounting industry. Now, a little tip here when it comes to any keyword that features the year. For example, this one's the 2022, and it is ranking well currently, so I would use this book as either the subtitle or preferably the under the 7 keyword slots. I wouldn't use this as the formal title of the book because it is still restricted to a year. And I want the book to sell like all year round. I want it to sell in the upcoming years as well. I don't want it to be restricted just to 2022. So be careful with that and try to include this keyword as part of either your title, your subtitle, or your 7 keyword slots, because I don't want the future customers, maybe in 2023 or 2024 in the upcoming years, to feel like they don't want to purchase this book because it's restricted only to 2022. So be mindful of that. Unless you want to create a book specifically for 2022, then that's a different story. Let's have a look at a couple of books. For example, this one, we'll head over to this one. It's currently selling quite well. And there are other books as well that you can embark on. Now feel free to go by yourself, do your own research after watching this video, and open as many books as you can to get the information that you need to make the right decision on whether or not you want to start using this niche. Waiting for the look inside feature to open, and it seems like a simple interior, and it's recently been published in 2021. Now another keyword that we want to focus on is cash book accounts bookkeeping journal for 1 year. This could be a keyword, just a little idea. From that title you can get a couple of different ideas on what kind of keywords you want to research later on. And this one says that it's a edition for 2022. And there we go. Simple interior, just account and number, the month, and then we've got slots for the number, the date, description, debit, credit, balance. Just simple, super simple, and it repeats page after page. Now let's have a look at to see if there's any written reviews. No, there's no written reviews, but this book did receive a 4-star, so I'm guessing because it is very simplistic. Let's go to the 8th keyword for the day, and it is accounting ledger book 2022, and this one's connected to the previous keyword that we had a look at. You might want to include this as a part of your subtitles. It has a keyword niche score of 39, a total results of 5,373, but yet there is still potential if you can include it as part of your 7 keyword slots. And when you click right here, you can come up with all sorts of different keywords, for example with this one, and also you'd come up with other ones as well, which we just opened. Let's look at our last keyword right there. Just waiting for this to load. Accounting ledger book for small businesses. And why have I selected this keyword? Because it has a great keyword niche score of 49 and an even more fabulous total results of 265, an average price of $5.99, indicating the majority of this is KDP books that are sold by Amazon. Let's have a look to see some examples of some books here. We've got this one that is selling quite well and ranking also at a great BSR of 362,000 BSR, and it seems to be very simple, this book, but we'll see if there's other reasons why the purchase is quite high. So as we are waiting for the look inside feature to load, let's see if we can have a look at the description. The description seems to be quite well. There's just that size, 110 pages, and what this book is used for. It's a simple book for basic bookkeeping of transactions. Let's see if there's any written reviews, and yes, this book does come under different series, and there's the whole illustrations right there, and it is being ranked under accounting standards, managerial accounting, catalogs and directories, and it has a great rating. Unfortunately, no written reviews as of yet, but the rating seems to be quite well compared to the others as well. Let's have a look at the inside feature and see what we could come up with. Super simple. Yet again, another copy of the interior right there on the front cover. We've got the details just in case this book is lost. Very, very professional, and a repetitive interior of the log. For example, that number, date, description, account, the payment, the deposit, everything that you need to get started in a simple, easy way. So this is for that keyword. Let's see the second keyword that we attempted to open, and let's have a look at the potential of that keyword before we head over to the second one. Hopefully this will be able to load quite as fast. It does look quite promising. 105 results for the keyword 2022 reseller planner and accounting ledger book. As we are waiting for the keyword new score and other details to load, let's head over to the other one that we've opened just before regarding the growth mindset journal, and see what and how it's ranking. My apologies, it's because I've got a couple of tabs open. This does take a while, but I'll try to speed up the process. So the growth mindset journal has a quite good potential, starting off with 85 results, because it is targeted for boys that are aged 6 years. So this seems to be a niche that is searched for parents possibly, or grandparents searching for a growth mindset journal for boys. We've got a gender right there, 6 years, and we've got the age as well. Might be too specific, but still we're just waiting for the other details to open up and see what kind of things we can get out of this keyword. Hopefully a promising result right there.